Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome to the Black Emperor World Championship. Localized in the nation of the USA because there's no Black Emperor outside of the USA. But technically, it is the World Championship. So I don't know who I'm talking to, what my audience is like here, but I'm just gonna do a brief explanation of what Black Emperor is. It's made by Bumblebear Games, which is a figurehead of the indie arcade movement in arcades. My man.
What's up, y'all?
All right, I was just in the right in the beginning of vaguely describing what this game is for those of you who don't know what the hell's going on. If there are people who don't know what the hell's going on, this game is made by Bumblebear Games.
Yes, that's right.
Bumblebear is the kind of figurehead of the indie arcade wave, as titled by Indie Arcade Wave, the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a cool way to do it. You're good. You're good.
We got it.
Herding cats.
Yeah.
So now
Here we
about
go.
this game. So you want to lead it, or you want me to?
Yeah. I mean, okay. So it's based off of the culture of Busuzoku, Japanese culture, Akira, futuristic motorcycle stuff.
Hell
and
yeah.
There's a band, Godspeed You Black Emperor, as well as a movie that is about a motorcycle gang. So it's all loosely kind of based on that, and it's sort of an endless runner, right?
Yeah.
So you have
like
a
a
wheel
spy hunter thing
in
going
front
on.
of you, and you can speed through the map, trying to stay on the road for as long as possible without crashing out.
And so there's a wheel to go up and down, and there's an accelerate button. And your goal is to stay on the screen as long as possible and not crash into a fence.
Look at these
So
two
yeah,
go.
these guys are actually killing
Crushing it. This is Belia
wild.
on the right, I believe. Do you know the name of the player on the left? They're amazing, apparently, at
I
this
don't
game.
know who that is at all.
They approached me yesterday and said one of the cabs was not letting them get to the normal high score. They can get to like 100,000
Oh, really?
or something. They were like it gets stalls out at 11,000.
Oh, they got to do a kill screen?
Yeah, and they can normally get to 100,000.
I wonder if that has to do with... So the other thing that's really cool about this game...
and they're still going. Belia crashes out.
Belia
How long?
crashed out.
How long are they going to go for, though? They got headphones on? They could go all night.
They're ripping. Yeah, I think there's also like a headphone jack in this game. You can just listen to the loud ass metal music, which is made by... The music is made by the same guy who developed the game.
Okay.
Tomas. I forgot his last name, but Tomas. Yeah, it says somewhere. But the other thing that's really particularly cool about this game is every week or month it
changes.
It creates a new map, and then you get to put new high scores on that map. So yeah,
still going. So Belia gets to start another run.
I'm not sure
and there's a crash out at 9,000.
I'm not sure what the format is on this. They're just gonna keep going.
It's a time. You can keep running, I think, within the time.
Okay.
So that might hurt. If Belia can really stretch this one out.
And what's cool about this is you learn the first 9,000 points of the map on this first try. So you're like, oh, that's where I got I'm gonna remember that moment,
Right. Woo. This is good.
And one thing that's really fun about this game is there's an accidental tech found. So when you press the button, the motorcycle raises up and starts accelerating.
Right.
And someone figured out that when you press the button multiple times, it stacks the boost that happens right away when you press the button. So when people go into the sand, they just mash on the button, and it keeps them neutral on the sand, which is
I didn't know
amazing. Yeah, it's was a bug is now a feature kind of tech.
So Belia crashed out here again. Player one here with a huge run.
Yeah, they got the scores are up in the top center in the
top score
in the
here,
sky there
at 92.85.
Yeah.
I want to go find out this player's name, I think.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I think that's a great idea.
I think might be the favorite in this tournament.
Yeah,
and we should know who the players are.
Yeah, the Reigning champion is Matt Wu, who's in the top 8
Is he in this too?
Yeah. All right, we're going to find out some names. Diligent work. It's too bad you can't hear, or I don't know, maybe you can hear the music, but I can't hear the music. It wouldn't make sense because they would both be playing 2 different tracks, but the music is really good. Yeah, that's kind of like a big part of the experience is the music. The cabinet has like a subwoofer on it. It's got like a fan that blows at you like you're ripping it on the wind, you know. It's got the wheel is a really unique interface too. So, all right, we got 10,000 by our mystery player here, who we're about to find out the name. I think Belia just called it. Maybe the time we're now. So I don't know what is important about this player getting a high score to beat Belia. Maybe there's some kind of like tie-breaking rules or something about having a high score. It's pretty cool. Still going though. 12,000. Let's go.
I have got a lot of information for you.
Hell
So that
yeah.
is Chloe here on
right.
one who's still going.
Yeah.
And the format here is you get 3 runs.
Oh, you get 3 runs.
3
okay.
runs, and whoever has the top score after those 3 runs.
All
So
right.
Belia's out, top score 60-81, and
So-
Chloe here is flying over 14 grand.
Yeah, I was wondering like what's the significance of getting if they already beat 6,000.
They're just stunting on folks.
I guess. Why?
Yeah, I don't believe Chloe
Why
needs
not?
to keep going. So maybe other than practice. So one
that's
of the,
actually a good
there is a
point.
bracket here. We got Chloe was the 1 seed, Belia was the 8.
Oh.
And next up we'll have Melanie versus Keone, the
Okay.
3-6.
It's a
So
which Melanie?
I'm not sure. We'll find out.
All right, we're gonna
It'll be
find
exciting.
out. Hell yeah.
So one of the things that happens is they are drawing random cards to figure which seed of the game they'll be playing in each of these matchups. Oh,
So
and down goes Chloe.
Everyone gets a different seat. That's
Yeah, so the
actually
maps
really
will be
cool.
different, so you don't know what's
Per
going to
match.
drop for you. So we got Chloe
Wow.
here.
So those of you who don't understand what a seed is a term for a pseudo-random, where like the pseudo-random is what creates the map. So like that's it puts in a number and then it like does all this magic bullshit and then it creates a map. And so we're getting new maps like
Yeah, each one of these
every
matchups
match.
will have a new seed. And so, yeah, it's just 3 runs. You just run them all at the same time. But when we get to the grand finals here, they're going to do it so each player does a run, and then when they wait till the other person dies before starting round 2.
All right. Wow. That's kind of a cool format.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how that goes.
Yeah. So we got C's being drawn. We got players. Matt Wu, 4 seed here, will come up eventually. Was the defending champion for 5
Defending
years ago.
champion. Has his name
But
on
this
the
is kind
big
of
stone.
Chloe. Those are some big scores there
Yeah,
for Chloe.
just
But,
knocked it out.
I mean, I will say you don't normally play Black Emperor under these conditions.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
you're not like in a tournament head-to-head with someone you
No.
normally play. I mean, you're trying to beat other people's high scores
Yeah.
and get your own high score.
This is very similar to like how pinball would work, where like you're playing against yourself, but your score is better than the other player. So it's not like directly against them; it's like passively against them. You know?
Yeah. But now though, you're in the pinball championships and you're going head-to-head.
Yeah. Yeah. The head-to-head is like like my score versus yours, but ultimately like you have no effect on your opponent. You know, like they can only seal their own fate by sucking or winning.
So yeah, I mean it's different. So we'll see how competitors, you're used to playing solo, looking for high scores, but now you got to beat the person next to you.
Yeah.
And you might not necessarily. I mean, I think that they're next to each other up on this stage, so they can probably.
But I think
see.
you brought up a good point that like the reason why they would want to keep going is to practice that map. But since there's a different seed every
Yeah,
time,
you
it
don't. You
doesn't
can't
matter.
practice. You don't know what's coming.
It doesn't matter.
So here we go. We got.
Interesting.
We're gonna jump to the 4v5. Matt Wu is playing Malloy.
oh,
Matt
Malloy,
versus Malloy,
okay,
yeah.
nice.
It's
okay.
pretty good. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't hear the music on these two. I mean, it makes
the music
sense because
rips.
there's 2 of them
Yeah,
at the
it's
same
good.
time, but one of them playing would be really nice because the music is like half of the experience.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really cool. It's such a beautiful, like, harsh, like intense game. Very aesthetic.
Yeah. It definitely has that Busuzoku, I believe, is
yeah.
pronunciation there.
Yeah,
those vibes.
Yeah, it's some culture, subculture in Japan that's like metal.
Yeah, futuristic. Yeah,
road
exactly.
dogs. Yeah. The futurism part I didn't put together with that, but that's cool.
Gives me Mad Max vibes a little bit.
Oh yeah, but like cyberpunk Mad Max vibes, right? You know, like with a vintage like Harley or something. You know, like
Yeah, I like it.
It's a very cool
Akira.
game. Yeah,
Black Emperor, Godspeed You Black Emperor band movie. Check that stuff out if you like the vibe here. I'm liking the vibe.
Yeah.
This art on the left is
It's
tripping
so
me
good.
out, man. Yeah, but I love to see it.
I wonder if they're putting the new seed number in, is what I think.
Yes, they were drawing
right
cards
now.
for what seed to do.
Cool.
So here we go. We got Matt Wu defending champ versus Malloy. We got him going 4-5 here.
Yeah,
Like
Matt Wu was his first travel KQ tournament ever was Bumble Bash 4.
Was it really?
And then he shows up and just rips it on Black Emperor.
Yeah. Get that championship.
Amazing.
Yeah. Good times. Yeah, it's good. This has been great. We're here at Bumble Bash 5 again in Chattanooga after a 5-year respite. Thanks, COVID. But we're back in business, having a good time, and it's been a whirlwind.
Yeah, you know, the perseverance though has been impressive. I'm
the will to win.
Yeah,
you know.
There you go. Yeah, I'm pretty impressed at how how planned this feels, despite it being like really. Yeah, I knew you'd like that one.
That's good. How unplanned it all became, but
yeah,
it
still feels like it's doing what it's supposed to do.
But yeah, it's been great. So we're doing Killer Queen here as well. Another Bumble Bear game. That big tournament, 35 teams going on.
And we got a bunch of side tournaments over here too, with a bunch of other.
Yes, I got to do
games.
the Nidhogg too at some point.
Yeah. I just got some scores reported to me. I'm supposedly running the Nidhogg 2 tournament.
Well, how do you have score? Oh, who do I play?
There's a challenge.
There's a challenge?
Yeah, and I need
right.
to bug people. I was going to just start doing that tomorrow.
Well, it's great
when
stuff.
People are chilling.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But for now, we got this ripping here.
All right, let's
we got
go.
Matt Wu.
Started at the same time.
And
it doesn't matter
Malloy.
because it's three.
It is. So we'll
attempts,
see. We'll see how these go.
And this is a new seed, so whatever they just saw doesn't matter.
I think we see a slight difference. Yeah. So we got Matt on the left and Malloy on the right.
Very nice.
And at
least from our
I think
perspective.
Malloy looks.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Malloy, up until recently, was a little bit further up in the map than Matt. Matt was kind of chilling mid to back, but and it seems to be a little more controlled in that 30 to 70% range.
Exactly.
For Matt.
Yeah.
And Malloy is more variable here.
Yeah. If you play this game, not even 5 times, you'll realize you don't want to sit right up in the front of the map because a fence will come out of nowhere and smash you. So you want enough reaction time spacing to avoid a fence. Basically.
Right. I mean, it does come at you fast.
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh. Oh, they both almost came off the map there. Woo. Wow.
They're ripping here though. That's $6,000.
So yeah, you'll see when they hit those sand patches that they just hit the boost button over and over again. So that
Matt was half off the screen.
Wow, they're both
this is great. This is the 4-5 game. Let's see if they can get up into really Chloe territory, up in $16,000 or something.
Yeah, and the scores are gonna not be as absolute pertinent because each
I think it's
map
head-to-head.
is gonna have.
Oh yeah.
It's gonna have a different kind of scoring margin or whatever. Yeah.
How big a swing do you think that is?
It can't be more than 3 to 10,000. I'm gonna say the margin varies in that way.
Okay.
It more so it just depends on what kind of crazy curveballs get thrown at you in a row that you have to learn over and over again.
Yeah.
Wow, hitting 10,000 on their first try.
Nuts.
So for example, this is a good example of the point margin is very different right off the bat because.
And crash out is Malloy, but Yeah. I mean, last time we saw a 6 and a 14.
Oh, he's out of the fence.
Outside.
Oh, that could. He can make it, though.
That's wild.
Yeah.
But we got a high score here from Matt. That's round 1 from both of them. So 10-6-6 out the devil.
Wow, 10-6-6-6
here from Malloy and 11.
On brand.
11-4.
On brand.
Is it?
Yeah, because all the default high scores are 6-6-6.
Oh. Wonder if that somehow worked out that way.
That's pretty funny.
But yeah, so far in the lead on this one, Matt, just barely though. That's round 1. We got 2 more to go here. This is round 2.
They're gonna. So they survived up to that point. As long as they stay composed, I'm confident they can get back up to around where they're at, and I hopefully have learned from where they crashed out. Crashed out in different ways, by the way. Matt got locked out of the fence for too long, and then Malloy fell off the back of the map.
Yeah.
So, interesting.
So we don't, if you're just tuning in, we don't have a leader on this right? So Malloy started before Matt Wu did. Don't worry about that yellow score, Jace. Yeah, we're worried about that high score in the top middle of the screen.
Yeah.
That high score over 3 rounds is going to dictate who advances here into the next round.
Yeah.
So this is interesting, though. I think actually the bracket was kind of thrown off on this sheet that I was given. This does make sense. The winner of this should be playing Chloe.
Oh, okay, cool. Okay.
It should be. That's how it should be.
So this is a single elimination.
Yes.
8-person bracket.
Yes.
Very March Madness.
Our top Black Emperor qualifiers, yes.
Yeah, people had to qualify to get, and I don't know how many attempts they were allowed.
They had rules, yeah. I forgot exactly what they were offhand. Oh, and Matt goes out again, and Malloy is flying here, though.
That's 2 attempts.
That's 2. So do you
got
wait?
one more.
Do you wait to see what the next guy finishes?
He is in the lead.
He is in the lead.
Yeah, I know. What would be the advantage to that, right?
I mean,
I think he should take a break to focus himself, if anything.
Yeah, if you're allowed to.
Yeah, right? Yeah, it's got to be a 30-second rule or something.
Yeah.
So many intricacies of tournament rules that are often overlooked.
You're telling me.
And often well written.
Thanks, man.
Hey, man, I know how it is, too.
It's tough.
I learned from the best.
So we got a new high score. Thank you, by the way. I appreciate that. High score here. New high score for Malloy.
Oh, there we go.
Man, almost fell off at 2,500.
Oh, there he goes. Okay, he barely beats it, though.
Woo!
He's up.
So we got to get up to about
12,000
here for Matt. Can he get there? He's been struggling a little bit this run.
Yep.
Almost fell off a couple times.
This is game, set, match for Matt.
So Malloy,
if Matt loses, this is that.
Take it
Malloy
easy. Just try to stay alive until you see what he gets to. Woo.
This is a really close match.
It is.
It's no wonder seed 4 and 5, right?
Yep.
This is favorite kind of matches early in the brackets. This is fantastic.
It's a good time. Woo. Both these players very good. Matt almost there a little bit.
They're very similar styles too.
Yeah, I feel like Malloy really stabilized there on that last run. Nice job getting up above 11,000. But
Matt,
I think just lost concentration a little bit. It's hard to go back to back to back on these, right? With no real time to sort of gather yourself. Mm-hmm. And I do wonder how much muscle memory, because it is such a long map, and you don't get the chance to really practice it.
Yeah,
and
I would think that
you.
There's moments where you're like, oh, there's this curve, and then I know there's something harsh after that. It's like those little nuggets of memory, right?
Yeah.
At least that's how I play this game, and I'm not good at it, so don't take my advice.
Yeah, I can get 4,000.
I've gotten I got the high score on the Seattle machine a while ago, and I was like, no one plays this. That's probably why.
Or resets.
Yeah. Ian's pretty good at this too. Robe Guy's pretty good at this too. Yeah.
Oh, and we are getting into the territory. Okay. We are. Matt is up above 10,000.
Uh-oh.
Can they get above
So remember,
this 11,
last
8?
time Matt crashed out he was outside of a fence around 11,000.
Oh,
this was it. That's when he got outside of it. Okay,
Roughly
he's passed.
He's passed. He's got to get up above that 11.8. Looking good. It's kind of scary when the rails aren't there.
He's so close. Oh,
there
he passed it. He passed
it. We have a new leader in this matchup. But Malloy's not that far behind and doing well. Can also get above it.
Yo, this is a good match.
This is a great matchup. Yeah, we're up above almost to 13 here. Getting into Chloe territory for what we've seen so far. 16.
Impressive. I think, 16, 14, something like that.
Yeah, I think she got up to 16.
Ooh-wee.
That last one.
Oh, this is great. See, Matt pulled it out.
Yeah,
Matt's back.
Great, but Malloy's still alive. Oh my God!
Oh, Matt!
You're allowed to play with just half a wheel on the screen.
Wow! Not even a half. Oh, this is amazing.
Little nublet of wheel.
Okay, so this is a turning point for Malloy, right? He got 11.8. This is where he crashed out last time. Did he learn?
Yeah.
Did he learn? He did.
But Matt is pushing this score. We are up almost to 16,000, and nobody knows what's around each bend here.
Man, this
We're
could
well
be,
past muscle memory. Oh, and there it is.
Okay, that's the high score. That's
that
the
fence.
third. That's Matt's. Now he's got to watch and pray
and
that
Malloy is crushing it. Now you're sitting there, Malloy,
he's got to pray Malloy makes a mistake.
This is where it gets
tough.
tough.
He looks so nervous up there.
Woo! Oh, it's up over 14. Oh, it's struggling a little bit.
Okay. See what he gets.
There it is.
Still going.
Still going. We got to get over 16. We're up over 15.
Oh, this is
Malloy is doing
intense. Okay.
So close. Oh, no, it's not the fence, but he's okay.
He's in.
And
I think he lost.
They crashed at 15.5.
He definitely lost.
Are you kidding me? 56.
He made it outside the fence, too. He made it back in.
But then it just stopped. Oh my
wow,
God.
That was a great match. That's about as good as it's going to get right
I don't know if it's going to get
If we get another good one like that, then this is way better than I thought it was going to be. Oh, man, I'm stoked on that.
Oh, my God.
Stoked on that. That was really good.
Nuts. Oh, my God.
That was really good.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. Okay, Matt's still in it. He wants his name on that stone
alive,
again,
folks. But I don't know. That Chloe's looking pretty strong.
Yeah, that was impressive.
That should be the second round matchup.
Very, very like proclivity looking. Chloe was like, I know how this works.
Reagan versus Keith here now.
Reagan versus who?
I want to go just check something with them, make sure that they got this playing out the way I think.
Yeah, do it. Yeah,
I'll be right back.
Yeah. So Keith is our one of our local hosts. No pun intended. One of our Chattanooga facilitators for this entire event, which is both Killer Queen, Deathball, or Black Emperor, and then a bunch of other side tournaments, which are Nidhogg 2, Deathball, and Switch and Shoot, and I think there's like 6 total. So. Malloy. Aaron Goldberg's getting some information, and he wants to come back up here. But I want you to tell me how that felt. That was an insanely close match. That was very, very exciting.
I knew it would be somewhat close. I didn't realize it would be that close.
Yeah, you guys were seed 4 and 5. That was amazingly close.
I did better here than I did earlier.
Oh, really? Yeah. Malloy's telling us how that went. Yeah.
Surprisingly close. Yeah. I almost brought it back when I went under by accident.
Yeah, we were. You came out too.
Yeah,
you came out of the fence.
I had enough room and I fucked it up. But yeah.
Oh, very impressive.
A lot of fun though. But usually my heart rate doesn't go that high when I play Black Emperor. The added pressure for sure.
Oh yeah,
thing.
That was great. Yeah, man.
A lot of fun though.
Yeah.
Glad you guys had
done. Yeah, thanks for. I didn't know you were so good at this, dude.
I was like 2 years ago. I occasionally play now.
I think that's kind of how everyone's gonna probably respond, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love the game though.
Cool, man. Wait, you have one in your scene?
We do.
Or in your city? Okay, that makes sense.
Bar.
Word.
For sure. Let me get you back on here.
Thanks a lot, Malloy.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. All right, we got some new info.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
he said he was like, I never sweat that hard.
Yeah.
On Black Emperor.
That was nuts. What a round. Here we go. And now we got your 2 versus 7, Reagan versus Keith.
2 versus 7. So
but it looks like we got Reagan on the right and Keith on the left.
Okay.
And I'm going to pull up the challenges. There's actually a challenge
nice.
here.
Hell yeah.
They're going
So yeah, Keith has a local cap. See, okay, look at these two players, the style difference, right? They're right up in front.
Yeah.
This is different than what we just saw the last 4 players play like, right?
Yeah.
They would. You said they were played at like 30%, right? These guys are playing at 90.
Yeah. Oh no! And Keith blows
it.
out immediately.
One try. That's
and
our
laughs
first
about
try.
it. He's laughing.
But remember, the seed is different now, so the map could be a little more.
Yeah, maybe it's possible they know this one. Just from the vibes.
It's possible. That's a lot of
How
numbers.
How many seeds are there?
There's got to be like thousands of them.
Yeah.
That's like a classic pseudo-random thing. That's why like No Man's Sky is so popular. It has like a unfathomable amount of planets because all you have to do is have like one string of like a nine numeral number, and there's like millions of possibilities, right? So like this one probably has something similar going.
Yeah.
So it's very like almost winning the lottery odds unlikely that you'll get on the same map that you've played before.
Okay. Well, yeah, but again, we got Keith saying sort of up front here.
Yeah.
And
Reagan
Reagan
gets
here.
practice. He's got a local cab.
So Reagan and Chloe are the ones who came up to me yesterday and asked me about Black Emperor, and so.
Oh no shit! Really?
They're here to grind. They're here to win Black Emperor.
Okay, that's what's up.
They came to play. I've seen them practicing since then.
For
They're
real?
Ready. Yeah. These two are ready.
I am
Keith
super
is out
stoked
again,
about this.
and Reagan's
Keith
just chilling.
Keith has the TO curse.
Yeah, I wonder if if Keith doesn't get anywhere close in the 3
might
runs,
as well stop, honestly.
or do you just want the practice? You just want to flex on people.
I think you're right. The practice is really important.
Yeah, the practice can help.
Yeah.
Stay fresh, but I don't know. Maybe they do call it after 1. If we'll see. We'll see what Keith got. We can't sell Keith short.
There's got to be a not letting this game go on or this tournament go on for 2 hours point, but.
Oh, and outside the fence
that was
there,
so sick.
And then split it like knew it was coming.
Wow, so the composure.
Oh man.
Wow.
Reagan riding that 9.
This still on first attempt.
Yeah, up over 12 grand on the first attempt.
Keith's got some catching up to do.
Yeah, this is tough.
This is cool that Reagan, a real tryhard, has this up front style.
Yeah, just lightly soft tapping that button. See that wheel going up, keeping that speed.
Very cool.
Pretty confident, dropping it when they go into bends so that they know that they can fall back and adjust for fences. Yeah, that's good. This is a clinic.
14.
This is an absolute clinic. Oh, and they went around a blind bend and just nailed it.
The reaction
How
time.
I crash out on that every single time.
No, I wouldn't even. Not even close.
And Keith goes down.
Was that 2 versus 7 seed?
Reagan just stunting on us here.
Yeah, might as well.
Reagan, how long will I just do 1 run. Just do 1. See how far you can go, and then I'm out.
Yeah,
I'll see you in finals.
That's a walk-off.
I'll see you in semis.
Yeah, that's a plunge it, walk-off.
Yeah, I'm deucing out of that.
All kinds of deuces.
All the puns intended. Gracious.
Oh, man.
18.
Okay.
Will we see our first?
Actually, let's do a little side. We got a side tournament here. Yeah, let's see who gets the actual
highest score.
Yeah, it's like the popular vote, right?
Election version. Yeah.
And so far, this is it. I think we saw 16 and I think 16,000. There was 2 different 16,000s. So this one's clearly the one.
Oh, I think that was a purposeful.
That was purposeful. Hit 20 and was done.
I might have the wrong person. That's not the right person. That's not who I was thinking. I wasn't looking up. I'm very sorry. I told the whole fake story. I didn't talk to that Reagan at all. That Reagan.
It's a different Reagan.
That's the only. I didn't really catch the other person's name. I just assumed that was Chloe's friend. That Reagan was incredible. I don't know that person at all. And this tournament's gonna get crazy because Melanie must be the other one. Must be that Melanie.
The other player. Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
tryhard. The true player.
If my brain wasn't completely fried, I wouldn't
that
quit
be
this
nice?
stream in shame. But my brain is fried, and I apologize. But that was impressive. Reagan.
Yeah.
Woo.
Well done. Well done. Reagan.
Incredible.
Come up here and tell us what happened.
Yeah, put it on. Let's hear you. I'll talk to you for a minute. Nick did the last interview. I'm Aaron, by the way. Reagan, if you watched back, I'm very sorry. I didn't look up there, and I thought you were somebody else. And then as you finished, I realized, you didn't talk to me at all. 2 other people talked to me yesterday about a glitch we were seeing where they couldn't get as high as they normally would.
Yeah,
but
one of the cabs had a kill screen on it. They hadn't updated the code yet. So.
Right. But so you probably experienced that as well because you are putting up a huge score here with 20,000. How far do you think you could have gone on that last one?
I could have gone for a while. My highest score is 138.
I was
so-
wondering, 138, because they were telling me they can get to 100,000, but the kill screen was stopping them around 11. And I was like, I can get to like 2.5.
Yeah.
So how long have you been playing Black Emperor?
Probably about 3 years. I started playing at Wonderville back when I
Okay.
first started going there, and it's kind of been one of the games I've really enjoyed and kept going back to.
Awesome. So that's New York. That's Brooklyn specifically, I believe.
Yeah.
Right on. And they have Killer Queen there, and they also have Black Emperor. And so you've been playing about 3 years. Your high score is 138,000.
Yes.
So how do you feel like the seeds, because we're drawing the card sheets, how big a variable does that make? Like, you came around a curve on one of those that looked blind to us. Did you know that was coming?
Yeah, you can kind of read the track. Like, once you play the game, you recognize a lot of patterns, and you see, oh, the track is about to do this dip, and so you just know it's coming. So the seeds don't matter too much, since I think a lot of the people who can consistently get to like 50,000, 60 read the track beforehand, and we can do that on the first run.
Awesome. Yeah, because you were on that first run, you were at the front of that screen, a lot of it. Nick and I have been watching these other players who were kind of a little more conservative. They might start out there or they're a little erratic, but you were totally in control from the front for almost that entire run.
Yeah.
Impressive. Really well done. Is there anything else you'd like to say to the stream? Or we'll probably see you again here.
Yeah.
Do you know who you're playing if next? I believe
I haven't seen the bracket. I don't know who's up.
you will get the winner of this one, Melanie
Okay.
and Keone.
Yeah,
Do you know these players?
I haven't seen them play before. The only person I've seen play is Chloe, and she is amazing at it.
Okay.
And I really am hoping I get a chance to play her in the finals.
I mean, that would be insane, honestly. From what we've seen so far, that would be great. But you have the high score so far from what we've seen, 20 grand. And
I did kind of throw at the end.
And you did throw. We
because,
did. We watched.
Keith
yes.
was eliminated.
Right.
So, yeah.
And we keep it. Who gets the highest score overall? So yeah. So right now you are the leaderboard for the overall highest. Chloe got her above 16, and it did look like we had talked, Nick and I. If you're winning and the person next to you can't catch you, right? Your first run, how long do you go? Do you try to, stunt on everybody, let everybody know this is what I got in the bag, or do you save your brain power for later? What's your calculus on that one?
I just didn't feel like stunting right now. I do know Keith, and I get along with him. We kind of joked beforehand. He was kind of joking, just like, oh, what happens if I crash all 3 times before they crash the first time? And so I think I kind of decided in my head, it's like, I'm going to get to 20,000 and just stop.
Then just stop there. Yeah, but honestly, super impressive. Really well done. Good luck the rest of the way. We'll have you back if you win again, and then if you win again, maybe we'll have you back third time. Maybe not. We'll figure it out as we're going here. This is the first Black Emperor World Championships we've done in 5 years. And we're seeing ourselves through it, but this is great. This was really fun, and hopefully you have some good matches coming up.
All right.
Thank you so much.
All right, bye.
Appreciate it.
All right, we got some pro talk over here.
That was
huh?
great. That was awesome.
I didn't get to hear much of that, but you looked like you were really into it.
That was awesome. You should watch it back later.
All right, I'm
Get
going
the VOD
to.
on that. That was great. Yeah, Reagan with some super good insights on this game and how they were kind of approaching that situation where their high score is out of reach for their opponent. And they're done. Decided just to get to 20,000 and call it there.
Yeah.
That's basically what happened there. So I don't know exactly what's happening. I don't know if one of our players is here at the moment, but looks like they're running Matt versus
we're
Chloe
skipping
right
one?
now. So I don't know what happened to the
Okay.
Melanie Keone matchup. I'm going to go ask.
Ooh, okay.
I'll be right
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Oh, this should, the Chloe Matt match is a spicy one right off the bat. This is gonna be a real slugger. I'm very curious. Very curious how the other one went. I bet Melanie probably forfeited. Yeah, I figured.
We had a little forfeit.
Yep.
Little going home
called it.
forfeit. So Melanie advances on that one.
So I'm gonna. Oh, Melanie advances.
Yeah.
Wait, who is the other?
We
player?
didn't see Melanie. Keone.
Oh, Keone.
Keone went home. I mean, they're staying in like a mansion, I believe.
Keone went Hiomi.
I mean, they're staying in like a mansion. That Airbnb that San Francisco
Oh yeah.
got is like a mansion.
Is it like Brian McMahon and them?
Yeah. I think
Oh
so.
yeah, they always do that. That makes sense. Okay.
Here we go.
Now we're on the next one. Here we go.
So 1v4 defending champ
This
Matt
is a
Wu.
very good match.
On the right, Chloe on the left.
Yeah, Chloe on the
Top
left. Yeah.
seed, incredible player. We're told. Reagan just said, incredible player.
Oh, really?
Chloe and Reagan. Yeah, Reagan said Chloe's an incredible player.
Okay.
And hoping to play them in the finals.
Okay, that's what's up.
So we got 3 great matches in front of us here.
Oh, I
looks like.
love this.
Yeah, buckle up, folks.
So I think next up is like Melanie versus Reagan.
It will be.
Nice.
Yep. So here we go. We got Chloe on the left. We got Matt Wu on the right.
So I think this is, now we're getting a side-by-side of like the 2 different styles of riding right up in the front and riding at like 30%,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool to see side-by-side because we had mirror matches on those before. Very interesting. I'm curious what Reagan had to say after I heard them vaguely say it doesn't matter about the
Chloe
seed.
already.
Yeah, ooh, Chloe?
Chloe crashed out at
Ooh, at
43.
43. Okay.
Top seed in a little bit of trouble here, but this might be a tough seed here. It looks like Matt's barely hanging on himself. Could be tough.
He's pretty safe right now, but like, yeah.
Interesting.
It's funny because like you'll go through like big safe
it's
pat.
so
Oh, he ain't
close.
gonna
There it
make
is.
that.
Couldn't
Yeah.
catch up. Because if you're way back there and you run into a dirt patch, you're just
Yeah,
not able to go
you're
fast
basically
enough.
done. That's when people like literally like triple tap on the button. I'm not even kidding. People triple tap on the button for the boost. It's actual tech. Isn't that funny?
Wow.
Because like what a weird like bug turned to a feature thing that's
Yeah.
like very related
That'd
to
be
Killer
good.
Queen,
Yeah,
right? You
similar.
know.
Maybe they do it on purpose and don't tell you. They hide these little triple tap.
Well, wouldn't that be
Easter eggs.
something?
Yeah. So yeah, so this actually top score here, 6,500 for Matt. Chloe
Yeah.
got to 43, but Chloe's going to pass that
Oh,
here
yep.
pretty quick in round 2.
All
So one
right.
of the things Reagan had mentioned is that you can kind of tell exactly what the seed is going to do, what the map's going to do immediately on your first run. And like you can tell how the track dips, and they're sort of
Really?
anticipating and knowing exactly how it's going to move, just sort of based on the patterns
No
that they
shit.
recognize over time.
Interesting.
That's why I asked about that
Oh.
blind curve. That
Yeah.
we were like, whoa.
Oh, yeah, we saw
and they're
that.
like, oh, yeah,
Wait.
I knew.
For real? On the first try?
Yeah, they know what's coming.
Oh, man,
They can
I'm
tell
definitely watching that.
They can tell what's getting thrown at.
I'm watching that
It was a great
interview back
interview.
for sure.
It was super fun. So, new high score here for Chloe. Up over 7,500.
Second try,
Yeah.
second attempt.
So both these now above chasing
Oh,
new
they're
high
both
scores.
on second attempt,
Yes,
actually.
they are.
Okay.
Oh, and Matt down
Matt's
again.
on third attempt.
So we'll see. We could be in a situation here where Chloe might not need to push it and get into the finals.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, definitely go hard on this one for sure. But if Matt crashes out under 9,000, over 9,000 on this one, then yeah, Chloe can call it. This is so similar to pinball. It's like, yeah, like, oh, they got 20 million and then you get 25 million. You can just stop playing,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
It's cool.
Yeah, it's fun. I like the format.
Man, yeah, single eliminations are rarely the right.
Oh,
that's
they
what-
knew it worked.
No
They
way.
know it. They know what's coming.
Dude,
They know what's coming.
you gotta be kidding me.
They're going outside the fence because they know it brings them inside the fence.
No
They don't have to make
way.
a turn. They just got to
Yeah,
stay
because then
alive
it's
on
like
the grass.
super dangerous
on
to
the
turn
sand.
inside those.
Yeah.
In the that's
just dodge
wild.
and go outside.
These guys are way over our heads, dude. I don't know enough about this game.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna let the real players talk about the strats here more. I've seen like. Did
Another
you see
blind. They knew
that?
what was coming. They knew what was coming.
Oh no way, dude!
Chloe.
Chloe's killing it on third
yeah,
try.
I don't think Chloe's going to have to do a third
Is
try.
this
This is
second
second for Chloe.
Oh
Still
wow!
going here.
Third try for Matt though.
Yeah. That's it.
That's
There it
There
is.
you go. You got to call
Chloe
it. Chloe pushing up.
into the finals.
Well, Matt Oldguard, step down. Give the title to someone else.
Yeah. Okay, a new champion coming our way. We'll see how long. I would guess Chloe gets to 20,000 in calls. We are
that
facing
seems
the
to be
prospect though of a finals where both players can get up into 100,000 level.
Oh. Okay.
Think about it.
Well.
Buckle up.
Yeah. Well, this is the first time we're going to get to see Melanie play.
Yes, we have not
So,
been
very
privy to see
curious.
our two seed or 3 seed.
We got an unpredictable in here.
Yes, we know. Well played, Matt.
Oh, Matt.
You want this interview?
Yeah. Matt. What's
Hello.
up, dude? The defending champ.
Yep.
You gotta let the new kids get in on it. You know, be generous.
Yeah, I couldn't get past the sand. It was hard. I don't know.
You know, so Reagan just came on here and said some interesting insight that I didn't hear much of, but I want to kind of paraphrase a little bit, and I think you could probably talk about. So there was 2 things. One is you don't really need to like get to know the map right away. You can kind of tell like certain like pattern like.
Yeah, that's true. I'm not that great at it, but yeah, there's some like patterns that you can recognize.
Yeah, how would you describe that?
I don't know. I know there's like a couple of patterns. Like if there's a long straight piece at the bottom, it's possible that it like goes into that one piece that like cuts up really sharp, and then there's like 2 guardrails, and then it cuts down, and then there's 2 guardrails. That's one piece that I know.
Okay. Actually, that's good. That's a good segue into my other kind of insight on this, which is I saw you and other people specifically avoid like a rail and then like a big shift and a rail by being outside of the rail and then staying on there.
Yeah, that's like a common piece that shows up.
Oh, no
that
shit.
I know.
Okay.
Then I don't know how to recognize like the one that goes all the way to the bottom. That was like
I saw a bunch of people like
I don't remember. Was it like
predict that one too? It was farther than 6. I know what you're talking about, where it's like a rail at the bottom, like suddenly, and then it like kind of goes up.
Yeah. I don't know how to predict that one. I don't guess I don't play enough Black Emperor to be able to recognize all the patterns.
Yeah. But like, I don't know. This is almost kind of like a card counting situation where you're like, well, I haven't seen that pattern in a while. It's sure to show up. Or are there like clusters of patterns that are like commonly together?
I'm not sure. I would be interested in like hearing how. Like I think Chloe's probably the first seed, right?
Chloe's the first seed, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that they got like 100,000 in the qualifier, like over 100,000. So I bet that they'd have more to say about like the pattern recognition and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And so while we're here, I wanna let it be known that Uncle Nick yelled your name louder than anyone else did at the last Bumble Bash when you won this tournament, because I really, really liked you. I'd spent like a whole year with you in San Francisco, and it was your first travel tournament, and then you destroyed Black Emperor.
Yeah.
And I was so happy for you.
Yeah. People have gotten better since then. That was the first time I ever saw the cab was at like, I think it was at GDC 5. They like brought a cab there.
Picture time. Wait, no, stay. Get a picture,
Stay.
Okay, never mind. I misunderstood. Yeah, get a picture right now. Yeah, do it. Oh, they misunderstood. Plum sauce.
Taking a picture. Oh,
Hee hee.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
I'm gonna go.
All right, we'll get you again.
Bye.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt.
Are we on this round? Yeah, we gotta get.
Yeah, we're up in this.
We gotta really dig into this thing.
This is first set, right, or first attempt?
First attempt here.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Matt kind of added on to the pattern recognition thing. He said he knew like a couple pieces that like are often together in like every seed, and I was like, oh, okay, so there's like clusters of pieces that are like.
I'm sure that's kind of purposeful.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
They can only do slight variations to have
Yeah,
many
for
variations.
sure.
So we have a dropout here. We have a crash already.
Yeah.
Melanie here cruising at 4,500.
Yeah, this is new Melanie to us. No one's
we've not seen any of this.
This is the dark horse.
Yeah. Hasn't played in this top 8.
The true joker of the deck.
Yeah, but definitly one
Killing
of the
it so well.
top players. Yes. This is a great match. This might usurp our previous best match.
So far, so good. I believe in Reagan to come back.
I mean,
off
that
of
show
that first
earlier,
attempt.
that first, sometimes you just got to wipe one. Something came out, you didn't expect it.
You gotta get the bad one out of the way, as they say.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, this is fun.
Yeah. I'm buckled in, man. We could be 1/10 of the way through this
through
round
like
here.
through like a 200,000. There's got to be like a cap, right?
I wonder if we'll see somebody get to like 150, 160 here.
You know, I honestly I don't think so. Like I'm gonna definitely like put my bets on the under here. Oh.
Yeah, because I do feel like we are playing later at night.
Yeah.
For sure. And you're also in like
and this is like
a
3
format
attempts.
you're not used to. So there's a little more pressure, right? You're thinking about other things other than just zoning out.
Yep.
And like how high of a score can I get?
Yeah.
You've got, you're on a stage. You got people watching
Yep.
you. You got competitor against you, directly next to you
Yeah,
on another cab.
Yeah, that's the aura. The aura is different. The spirit.
Yeah.
It's real shit, man. ESP, man.
Yeah. So
Man,
that first crash
look at
out was
this.
so long ago. I
Yeah,
mean,
this is great.
honestly, this could take some amount of time here.
Yeah, and they're so far apart that like you can't really follow them like how they're reacting to like similar parts of the map
Right.
because they're so like generically similar. You know, have you heard of the oatmeal effect on procedural? There it was outside of the fence and back in.
Yep.
There it is. So this is like
That's baked into
consistent
these players.
technique with
It
these
is.
guys. Yeah,
It is.
this is above my
Baked
head,
in. I'm
dude.
learning a lot.
I don't know.
Learning a lot. I feel like I could grip it and rip it. Maybe get over $5,000.
Yeah, I
5K.
mean, that last time I played, like I think I got around like 9 or something at best. So
Okay.
and that was after like 10 attempts or something. So you won't catch old man Nicky on this. Still in it. Oh, did the boost on the sand. That's what I'm saying. Almost got fenced in too.
This is tough.
This is fantastic.
My goodness.
This is a real first attempt.
Over
17.
17. Melanie.
Let's go. Dark horse. Bringing
not
it.
really, though. Top 3. I feel like this top 3 is really differentiated themselves. I
Oh
knew
yeah.
they were
Oh yeah. What
grinding.
was Melanie's seed actually?
Melanie was
it
3?
3? Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go.
One of the players
Dude,
was
Melanie-
asking me about this yesterday. We're into this game.
Melanie-
Came to play. Came to win.
Yeah. Melanie's doing this technique that I haven't seen anyone else
Little
do.
wobble?
Yeah.
That little wheel wobble.
It's a very like a hedging your bets kind of move, where you're like, well, if like I'm just kind of 50-50ing if I like get surprised with something, then I wobbled the right way.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. All right, we're over 20.
Oh, Reagan! Oh
But
my
Reagan's
goodness.
with it too.
I feel like Reagan might even be gaining a little bit of ground.
I think you called it. This is a pretty high level match.
We're gonna be
right
tucked
now.
in here for a while.
Yeah. I'm putting my seatbelt and my helmet on.
Yeah.
Putting my headphones in.
Goodness.
Getting my Totinos in the oven.
Over 20 up to 22.5. We do have a
Okay.
new high scorer, but Reagan right there behind at 20, coming up on 20
Yep.
here. So that's the
No
highest we've
sign
seen
of-
so far is 20.
No sign of nervousness or like falling back or anything so
No.
far too.
And they've both kind of found their groove here too.
Yeah.
Like this is a big run for both.
Man, this wobble technique.
They might be
from-
both putting up their top scores.
Yeah.
Oh, outside the fence,
That
but
was the
it's
one I
a
was talking
play.
about.
It's a set play, man.
But they did. Oh, that's crazy.
It's a
Because I don't
set
think.
play.
Yeah, dude. I don't think Melanie.
Melanie's
did
already
that at
good.
the same
yeah,
spot.
I don't believe so.
Interesting.
Some player a little more pattern recognition on that, knowing when that
Mhm.
fence is coming, they like to go outside of it. And yeah, Melanie kind of wobbles through that one.
Man.
Oh,
okay,
but
there
didn't
it
have the
is.
speed.
There it is. Where we at? Where we
New
at?
high score, but
Is that
Reagan right
25?
behind.
Okay, 25,
It's a good
89.
score.
So it is getting really windy towards the mid 20s here. I noticed when Melanie was playing. Let's see how Reagan responds to this.
Yeah, Reagan's cruising this. They're going to get right over this.
Okay, this is where a lot of sand, a lot of wobbling.
This is coming
This
up on
is
where they
it.
crashed out.
25, 89 is what we're looking at.
But they're just going to get right through it, it looks like here. They're doing okay.
Looking good.
Reagan, yeah.
Oh, went up front. Okay.
And it was right here. They're fine.
Oh, they did it. They did it.
They're fine
Okay,
together.
okay. Second
Easily
attempt.
through
Second
it.
attempt up.
Easily
Okay.
through it.
All right. Now we got a game. Yeah, they definitely handle. Oh, but that was a set play that they've been handling earlier.
Oh, they missed it.
Oh, okay.
So that's round 2. So now, I mean, you got 2 runs basically left, first one. And you know what Melanie can put up.
Yeah.
You know can Melanie get that 25
I think Melanie's definitely going to get past that 25.
I think we'll get a new high score off this run. for
Yeah.
Melanie. So you know, Reagan, you can't mess up here.
Yeah, Reagan got by the familiar, actually the exact piece Matt Wu was talking about, The one that like starts low and is fenced in and like kind of slowly like arches up.
Okay.
Kind of came out of nowhere though, and it was after 26. So let's see if Melanie.
Yeah, Melanie back over 65 into 7, pretty quick. No trouble here further at all. Yep.
Very cool.
Cruising.
See, yeah. See, this was happening to them earlier, both of them. Around this like 8,000 time, there was a. Now I'm starting to see like the pluses and minuses of these two different styles, where you like ride up front, you ride in the back, right? Or you ride about 30%. So Melanie on the right, like susceptible to like falling behind the screen because of like that conservative 30% style, whereas Reagan on the left got off of that fence from riding too close and not being able to react in time. So this is like the pros and cons of these two styles, right?
Yeah.
Like in practice.
Yeah. So here we are up over 11.5, almost about halfway here.
Yeah, I could like
what
take
we're
a nap
looking
for
to.
another like 10 minutes and see where we get to.
I mean, we'll see at the end of the day if that first round where Reagan just kind of had that momentary early lapse of concentration, perhaps. I'm not sure exactly what happened there.
Yeah, because
Will
this
that
is
come back to
Reagan's
bite
third
him?
attempt.
Yeah, this is it for Reagan on the left.
Yeah. But
Melanie's
is in the
only
lead.
on 2, so Melanie's sitting nicely there. You'd always want to kind of be in that spot if you can. It's
Yeah,
it's
give
a weird
yourself
thing,
a
like,
buffer.
in like penalty kicks in soccer.
Yeah.
Generally, actually, those teams want to go first for some reason. Normally, I'd want to see what the person I'm playing. I would always pick second.
Yeah,
but
pinball's
apparently,
like that too, actually.
Soccer is different. You want. From the records, they have better records, teams do, when they go first.
No shit.
Because
kind of set
I
the
guess,
tone.
yeah, you set the tone, I
okay.
guess.
Yeah, in pinball, when it's like head-to-head or match play, like 4 players, no one wants to go first. Because everyone wants to be like, well, what do I like react to? Like, what do I need to get?
Yeah.
And that's kind of wild that soccer is the opposite
Soccer's
for
the
the
opposite. Penalty
same
kicks they
reason,
pick.
kind of.
Yes.
That's very odd.
Yes.
Interesting.
They want to put for whatever reason, it's kind of like you score early and then the other team has pressure now.
Yeah.
If you score.
Yeah.
And it just kind of, maybe that's how it
actually,
works.
that makes a lot more sense because
it's just a 1-0. Like, it's a
yeah.
score or not score. It's
Yeah.
not a high score of
It's like you
how
have
much
to.
energy do I have to exert.
It's also like a white and black on chess. Like theoretically, white, because it gets the first move, should like win most. Like
It does, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah, it wins more than 50% of the time. So that seems kind of a similar.
You can kind of control the dictate the game a little bit.
Yeah. Interesting.
So it's we're not doing it that way. I mean, it'd be funny if black.
Oh, there's that.
Like
There's
1-1.
that thing again. Reagan did the exact same thing. Got away with it again. Outside the fence, in the sand, back in the fence.
Melanie up over 20,000 here, 21. Trying to get to that 25.8, but Reagan right behind them. And this, it's interesting, You're Melanie, you're really hoping Reagan flames out here, but
Yeah. There's really not much you can do. You don't want to like be stomping on the stage or, crop dusting or anything like that to get in your opponent's head.
Can you imagine like the euphoria of that round, like the zen you get into to get 130?
Yeah, the flow state, right? This is a very flow state kind of
Can you
game.
imagine? Like
I
I would
mean-
walk out of that and be like, okay,
Yeah.
crack my neck.
Yeah.
Where's the nearest
To be
bank?
like, I'm in touch with my
I'm
soul.
gonna swoop into this bank, steal all their money, and get out. They won't even see me.
You're like, I'm using my powers to survive this capitalist world.
Exactly. I am
that.
untouchable.
Okay,
I'm
looks
floating.
like we're approaching
We are
26.
getting there. We are getting a new high score in our tournament.
Uh-oh.
And in this round, we are not. We are?
Okay, no,
we
that
aren't?
wasn't it. That wasn't it.
That wasn't
No,
it.
that
Didn't get
wasn't
there.
It.
Oh, my
So
God.
okay, now third attempt.
Oh, my
Wow,
God.
look how
the
close it
consistency, they flamed on the
was.
same spot twice.
Wow, that's actually hasn't happened yet.
No, we have not seen it.
Yeah,
Improvement or
interesting.
not even getting there.
Okay, taking a rest, taking a breather. Melanie ripping it. Okay,
Ripping it.
so Reagan's looking to put some more juice on that. Put some more whipped cream on that sundae. About to get to the point in about like 30 seconds or so. And I'm very curious. Here, are they going to remember? Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Oh, they remembered it. They got it. Okay.
Wow.
Okay. So Reagan's
cruising.
topping, putting some whipped cream on it, dumping it on. 27. Oh, I didn't see
That's
it.
a tight fence.
Ooh. All right, all right. Here we go, here we go.
Yeah, I'm liking this Reagan round. I think Reagan's got this.
Yeah, we like Reagan.
I think Reagan's got this. Reagan's been really impressive out here. Oh,
there it is again. Yeah, we know they know this piece.
We know this piece
know
now.
this piece
Next
now.
time we see it out there, we know
Oh
this
man,
piece.
I think just from watching this, we're like
I think I've gained
a
at
lot
least
better at this game.
100% betterness in this game.
I'm gonna track my score now. Okay, new high score. Oh, same piece.
Sick.
Same
dude.
piece.
Sick.
Oh, that was actually sick. Ooh, Reagan's on a tear.
Yeah.
The wind is blowing.
Yeah, we'll see if Melanie can keep it up, keep this tight. Honestly, I'd be a little
Me-
demoralized with how well
I know,
they're
right?
playing here.
Melanie's got to like
But
really
they're not,
lock
they're
in
not
on
watching
this.
them. They don't see what they're doing, but I'm sure they see that number out of the corner of their
Yeah,
eye.
there's no
They're
way.
still playing.
There's no way I would do peripheral side-eye shit on while I'm playing this.
Oh my god.
But in between the break, they can look over, right?
Yeah,
on
when
their
they die,
attempts?
yeah. Does it show you? It shows you only your high score, technically.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of running the tournament outside of gaps here, you know. Oh, that's it.
That's it.
That's
it, Reagan.
The crash out. No, it's Melanie, and Reagan will advance Melanie.
Yeah.
What a run.
Well, I put my money on the wrong person. No offense. Don't even know you.
She doesn't want to come. I don't think Melanie wants to get on stream. Does Melanie want to get on
they're
stream?
going to do it. They're going to do it. You want to take this
Come
one?
on by? Yeah, I'll do this one.
Hell
Sure.
yeah.
A little rotational.
Yep, yep.
Little
Of course,
rotation,
of course.
1-1. Wonderful.
Nice.
Thank you.
Come on in.
Come on in. Come on in, Melanie. Well, I think until the next match starts, I'll kick you off. Oh, yeah. Hi, Melanie. I'm Aaron. Welcome to the Black Emperor World Championship stream. Nick's also with us here. So, Melanie, tell us about your time playing Black Emperor.
I mean, I love the game. I've been playing it since my bar got it. It was before the pandemic, like early 2019.
Okay.
Yeah, just been playing it ever since. It's
Yeah.
been really good. The only thing that kind of made me sad is that we have one of the earlier machines, and there's this glitch that happened with it. So since 2021, we've had that glitch.
So you haven't been able to get over like 12,000?
Yeah, I mean, every once in a while there's a map that's fine, but
Okay.
yeah. But last
that got
year,
fixed? Did that get fixed this weekend, I hope?
I mean, on the machine here.
That's not at your bar, though.
No, but so I'm hoping
Can
like
we get somebody over there to fix it?
I would love that.
Okay, well, I'll work on that for
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
We'll get
But
that done.
another bar, Adaball, they got the machine earlier this year.
Okay.
I think it was earlier this year. So I got really excited because I was like, oh, a new machine. And then one of the bartenders there, Chloe, is the
So
other
Chloe works at Adaball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so she's been
That
killing
makes
it.
sense. Yeah, top seed here into the finals against Reagan, who you had just played. Had you known Reagan
That
before
was
this
intense.
weekend?
No, kind of on the Discord. We're
Okay.
like, who's that?
Okay.
Who's that person? Because they had posted their highs over 1K.
So what is your high
100K.
score? of all time? Can you not? Yeah, what is
I
your
think I
all-time?
only got up to like 35, nothing too
Really?
crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, I was
Reagan
like
got the-
fighting it out with Chloe for a while, but the bar's kind of in a farther place than I live, and like I don't go out there that much. But
What's Chloe's high score?
yesterday 113K.
Wow.
Or
So that's all-
actually, that was today. It was today,
That's all-
first try.
That's their all-time high score.
Their all-time was
Okay.
113K.
Because Reagan
first try
says
today.
they got to 138 before.
That was last night.
That was last
and
night?
Chloe and I got to watch it. It was really, really cool.
Oh my. So this has been great. So you came up to me yesterday asking me about this and the glitch that they have on the one
Oh,
of the machines.
yeah.
And I was like, wow, they came to play Black Emperor.
Yeah.
So how did this tournament go? You were the third seed going in, and then you had a bye. Do you feel like the bye ended up kind of freezing you out a little bit?
A little bit. You know, it would have been nice to have a little warm up on stage, but I mean, either way, it was still fine.
Yeah.
Not the best excuse, but my two biggest mess ups was because the wheel move slightly and it gets stuck on the wall.
Okay.
And yeah, it just messed me up.
Is that the
those
same
2 times.
across cabinets, or is that just
Well,
the one you were
cabinets,
playing?
yeah.
Okay.
We were all feeling it.
Okay.
I mean, not the biggest excuse because everyone can still get over 100K,
Right.
but
Everybody's got, yeah,
like those are my 2 things. I was like, when I was near 25, I was like, I got this, and then I don't know. I guess I'm just like subconsciously pushing it.
Yeah.
But
You went out at the same spot twice.
no, when
basically.
I got close, I was like, okay, I got this, because I knew it was gonna happen. So I was like, okay, I gotta keep my hand like as stable, like just straight, just flat, like
Yeah.
don't move it. But
Yeah. It
right.
was a great run. You had the second highest score in the tournament so far, I believe. Reagan now has the highest score. And so now here
Oh, yeah, 34.
we have Chloe on the left, who's your friend, and also your crosstown rival.
yep.
And then you've got Reagan, sort of dark horse New York player, I believe, kind of out of nowhere, Wonderville, coming in. What do you expect us to see here in this final?
You never know. It can, I don't know. They're both very, very good. I mean, it's about reading the map. Like you guys were talking about earlier, I heard, like, you're like, oh, they can see what's happening. They can see what's coming. The best way I felt like, well, Reagan described it as segments of the map. You could see, just like, you could feel and see what's about to come. Because there's certain obstacles. There's only a handful of them.
Right.
And so eventually, if you play it enough, you're going to remember them.
Right.
Chloe described it very well. They said it's like, the Hot Wheels tracks. So it's like that. Like if you could think about it like that, just like segments
Yeah.
of the map
Yeah.
that are just like randomly.
Absolutely. So, do you feel that there is like a difference in how you players like high level approach a map, like where you're trying to be in terms of like forward positioning, back, or is it just kind of?
I mean, the best is as forward as you can be.
You think? Okay.
But also, it's about you and how fast your reflexes are as well. But I mean, for those few obstacles that there are, if you can figure out the timing of where to move when you're as far up as you can be, then that's the best position you could be in.
Okay.
Because then you have enough time,
Yeah.
like whatever mistakes or sand that slows you down, you have more screen time to recover.
So in terms of that sand that slows you down there, Nick's telling me there's the ability to sort of triple tap. You can tap the button, kind of keep yourself neutral by extra tapping on that. Have you done that at all? Have you seen that?
No, I haven't seen or tried that. I mean, that's definitely an interesting concept. Because, I mean, the faster you tap, the better it is, for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it would help. Possibly.
Maybe something to try out. Let us know if that actually works.
That would be fun to try out because the tap takedown last night.
Yeah.
Like, because
Did you
neither
do
one
it?
of us, we tried it, but we didn't get.
What'd you get
I
to?
got 82. Chloe got 91.
It's not my range.
But like we don't know how to double or triple tap.
Right.
Like if we learned that and applied it to this game, that might be interesting.
Yeah. So both these players up over 13,000 now. They changed the format here, so in the final, the difference is when one person, expires or what perishes on their motorbike, or just happens to have a nice soft accident. We don't want anybody to die. Basically, what I'm saying. When their run's over, they stop. They wait for the other person to finish, and then they both start again at the same time.
Oh, that's what they're doing.
That's what they're
next
doing
one?
for
okay,
this.
cool.
So we're both over 15. Was it harder to compete with somebody next to you playing at the same time?
A little bit, yeah. Especially because you see when you can keep in mind like what life they're on.
Right. You can tell out of the corner. Did you find yourself looking out of the corner of your eye at all? See what was going on in that next cab?
You don't have time for that.
Okay.
Like even blinking can like mess you up.
But you do know they died because you can kind of see they stopped moving.
I mean, you could see in your peripherals, like the screen,
Yeah.
the blackout, and then people cheering.
Right. Oh, that's fair. Okay. Right on. Yeah. So this is how
this
long?
This is a great first run.
Yeah, both of them. So I mean, against you, when Reagan went out almost immediately at 2,000, were you like, okay, I'm feeling good, or were you like, I don't know how that's gonna work?
I was feeling a little bit good because I was like, okay, I'm still going.
Yeah.
Especially like the way that they played their first matchup, and they played their first round, and the other player had
went out three before they were done.
That's the perfect.
Yes.
That's the perfect game.
Yeah. Because, we
But-
talked about a little bit like how in soccer it's kind of different, like in penalty or shootout at the end, teams pick to go first because it's shown that the team that goes first generally wins. But this is at the same time, but in that last run, they were on their third run and you were on your second, and you're ahead, and you've got like this banked lead kind of, right? And so you kind of have house money to play with, but Reagan was able to clutch that out, which was impressive.
It's really hard going back to back too because it's using your hand muscles, and it's like it gets like you get shake after like this much. It's getting pretty shaky. Like when you finish and then have to go back. Like when you're already in it, you're just pushing it. But.
So here we are up to 25,000. I think our high score is around 28.
34.
30. Oh, she got
Reagan got 34.
in this against you. Got 34.
Against me, yeah.
Okay. And, all right, here we go. My bad. 6,000 off. We'll see. I mean, these players are just cruising. They seem to both sort of save, and they're ready for this first round. Nobody's going out at 2,800.
Oh wait, they only have one life, right? For this one?
No, I think they get to play 3 times. They
Oh,
just
it's
die,
three
they'll
times.
stop and get to go 3
and
times.
wait. For the
Like
other
this
one.
could go a while.
This can go an hour and a half.
What? Oh, I jinxed it, and
That's
Reagan
Reagan.
goes out at 28.
No.
Unreal. Chloe cruising, and Reagan now has to sit and wait. Oh, thank you, Melanie. Thank you so much for stopping. That was great.
Thank you for
so
joining
much.
us.
Thank you.
Emma, I want to talk to you afterwards. Did I make up the tech? I swear to God, the tech is real.
I don't know. Did you hear Melanie's story?
Because you asked her about like the triple tap.
Yeah, the triple tap.
And she said, I don't know if that would help.
Yeah, but and they're not really tappers.
Yeah, but like it's not.
They don't have that tech in their bag.
It's not about how fast the tap is. It's about like because there's intervals where the boost is effective.
Okay.
So you don't have to tap that fast.
Okay.
It's just that like they know that the tech is tap the accelerate button and not like when you're in sand. If you hold it, you go slower than if you were in sand and you tap the button because you get the initial boost. That's the tech I'm talking about.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I wonder.
probably didn't describe the tech properly.
I wonder. Yeah, I think she surely knows that.
I mean, this can't go an hour and a half, can it?
No,
what she
absolutely fucking not. That is the one
Melanie
swear
said
word I'm gonna get.
They said Melanie's like, yeah, this. I was like, this go a while. She's like, yeah, this go for an hour and a half.
No, it ain't.
I mean, theoretically, I bet 3 runs at top max score could go a half hour each.
So, actually, here, let's do a little.
I mean, we're at 36,000. They've gotten to 115,000.
Let's do a little timer stuff.
You got to do a timer on this.
So
See
check this out.
how much you can rack up in
Let's
a certain amount
do
of time.
a stopwatch and go.
Check 10 seconds,
All right.
30 seconds.
I started at 37,000,
Okay, exactly 37. Here we go.
and I'm gonna get up to 38. I'm gonna tell you how much it is.
No.
Okay, so 10,000 points was about 13 seconds.
No, that was 1,000 points. Oh, that was
1,000 points.
1,000 points.
1,000 points is about 13 seconds.
So it's like a minute.
Oh boy, that's a
So
a
every
quarter of a
every
second,
10,000,
or a quarter of a minute.
Every 10,000 is
So
2 minutes.
4,000.
2 minutes for every 10,000.
Wait, so no, 13
So-
seconds.
It's it'll be 20 minutes to get to 100,000.
I shouldn't have done this math.
Let me go. You want me to go talk to him?
Nah.
You don't think I should
We're
go talk
in
to him?
for it. We're in for it. We're in for it. I'm okay with sitting on a chair for a
it's
while.
fun. It's fun. Don't get
It
me
is,
wrong.
and I
I'm
really,
not trying to bag
really
on this
wish
game
the
at all.
music was on.
Yeah,
it's
I really
so
wish the music
good.
was ripping.
It's like I'm pretty like annoying at describing music. Oh, you're pretty good at this too, actually.
What?
The music is very like math, black metal, fast prog, like bright
Okay.
sounds, lot of chord changes. So, oh wait, they started. Oh no, they're still waiting. Yeah, that was a demo.
Still, yeah, it's just the demo. Chilling. Wait, I mean,
It's like fast and mathy, very like Japanese, Korean, like anime like. But it's by this guy from Spain, Tomas.
Yeah.
Oh, is it going to say actually on the title here? Tomas. I don't remember his last name.
Cruising.
46. Yeah, we're in for we're in for
Yeah,
a
man.
nap
I don't know.
here,
I
dude.
kind of want. I didn't expect to be
we're
on
in
for
for a
2
nap
hours
here.
of commentary.
Have we
I love
been
it.
here for 2 hours?
We've been here for an hour.
We've been here for
Probably an hour. I know we were at least here.
way.
At least since yeah. I mean it's midnight.
Wow.
We've been here probably for an hour.
For real?
Yeah, 'cause I remember looking. I was 11:25.
Oh my. Well, isn't that something? You got a contagious laugh, bud. You got a contagious laugh.
I don't know if I
bud.
can do an hour and a half.
Well,
More. But
I'd say-
this is a heck of a run by Chloe.
Yeah,
to be
this is-
clear, Chloe is
this is
crushing this. Up to
beast
50,000, easily doubled what he's and knows
Beastly.
the big score is necessary. This is your top seed?
Oh yeah. Chloe's top seed?
Yeah.
Or Reagan was
Chloe's top
second seed?
Chloe did 113. Well, somehow Reagan did
Yikes.
138, but maybe it wasn't a qualifying run.
Yikes.
I'm not sure.
I really want someone to flip the wheel so we can see different parts of the menu on the right screen so I can get freaking Tomas's name.
It's fine.
Because it used to be right on the title.
With no sign of letting up.
Yeah,
Absolute dominance.
there's been no problems.
Absolute dominance.
This is one of those like if you're gonna do the Guinness Book of World Records of like burger time, you got to be able to like stack up like 100 lives so you can take a nap for like 20 minutes while the lives just burn out. This is how like world record retro arcade games are. It's so wild. People play like Tapper, and they just like know the patterns and they go over and over again past the kill screen and they get like hundreds of lives so they can go like take a piss and like lay down, and it takes like 24 hours to get like the actual record.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
I wonder what the future is of this.
I don't know.
Like, what's the highest score that's ever going to happen on Black Emperor? And how the fuck long is it going to take to get there?
I don't know. For a while there, I mean, the game isn't. It costs what?
It's a quarter per play?
Quarter per play, and you get 3 plays.
No.
You get 3 runs.
Yeah,
right? 3 or 4 runs.
This is 3 runs for the tournament, so this would be 3 quarters.
Oh, it's normally
It's a quarter per one run,
Really?
yeah.
Is it?
So it can be over like that, but if it's over soon enough, it gives you a do-over.
Oh, really?
Like a ball save in pinball,
Interesting.
right?
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
like
yeah.
the ball drains in like 5 seconds. It goes, you can have that one back. You
Okay.
know? So this one does that too, and I think it only goes it up to like 2 times or something. But if you go this long, it's not giving you another free game.
No, you're not. I mean, at this point, it's the best value in gaming at this point.
Yeah. I mean, as far as
Almost.
time goes.
Yeah, almost.
You want to sit there.
I mean, if you spend, I mean, think about it. Like if you play like a AAA video game,
Yeah.
it's a 70-hour game.
Right.
Pay $1 an hour.
Yeah, because you paid $70
That's
for
pretty
it.
good. That's pretty good.
You know,
$1
that is
an
a
hour.
good deal.
But at this, it's like a quarter, a half hour.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
50 cents an hour.
Yeah. Okay.
Best deal in gaming.
Yeah. I mean, pinball is a similar price. Like, so if you play a 50-cent game that could last you a half hour, like that's pretty good.
Yeah. You gotta be good.
But
though.
I think this one's actually. I mean, if you're a pro like Chloe is, you're squeezing a lot out of that quarter.
Yeah. I think they might need to change the format.
Yeah, there should be a cap of the score.
Yeah.
And if there's a tie, then you could do like a
One off.
Yeah, but there still have to be a cap because it could go on forever.
I mean, I'm okay with them running for a half-hour final, but they
On
can
one
run this
time.
3 times, and we're not even running Reagan's rounds. So at every rip, it's going to be a half hour.
So it has both of their scores have to take as long as the longest of either of theirs.
Yeah. I'm going to be right back.
Well,
I'm gonna be right back.
I don't blame you.
I'll be
Yeah. Why don't you gather some pertinent information for us? Love me some AG. Just got married recently. He's a happy camper. All right, we're hitting 69 here. We're hitting 69. 69 420. calling it at 69, 420. Hold on. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, why you gotta be like that? You know, what I'd really like to see, I don't think Nick is gonna, I'm gonna try to get Nick's attention real quick. Pardon me.
Nico! Nikita!
Hey, do you mind, while we're waiting, flipping the wheel a little bit on the right player so we can see the rest of the menu and like see some of the credits and stuff? Thank you. Perfect. Got him to do it. Oh, right when it was almost over too. That was really close. That could have been bad. All right, he's there. There he goes. What's up, Mel? What, Melly? You don't like Mel?
No, I was fumbling.
Oh, fumbling the bag per
What the
usual.
fuck is happening? Oh, what's the guidelines? Did I say a word I wasn't supposed to say?
Fumbling?
No. I said another word that begins with F.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I already said that.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's okay.
Who are we watching?
We're watching the grand finals of Black Emperor,
Let's go.
and this is the final format on the first round, and Chloe on the left is absolutely
Rushing it.
decimating any other score that's happened so far in grand finals.
Dang.
So we're waiting for them to stop so we can start the second round and then the third round. So I think we're gonna shut this bitch motherfucking down.
Whoa, that was a lot of words.
That was a decent amount of words, yeah.
Dang, they just keep going and going.
Yeah,
This game is hard.
Yeah, this
Like,
is
they're making it look easy.
Yeah, this is a very like reaction timing and like
Yeah.
pattern recognition kind of game, which is really cool. And Chloe put up like a 100-something K for qualifiers today, so got top seed.
But has it been the same map, or are they doing different maps?
So every single match, they've manually put in a different seed number for the
Okay.
pseudo-random procedural generation.
I see.
So no one has been able to get used to any map.
Yeah.
They just have to rip it.
Dang.
Pretty cool.
This is insane.
Yeah, I wonder what Chloe's listening to in those
I
headphones.
know.
I wonder if it's like Enya or something.
Oh.
Because like this is like a metal, like a Japanese black metal prog game,
Yeah.
right? And like you're sitting there like. Wouldn't that be something?
Dang, just cruising.
Yeah, this is showing no signs of stopping.
I know.
It's frightful.
Have you ever ridden a motorcycle?
I have. My parents are hoggers,
What does that mean?
Harley Davidson owners.
Oh,
HOG stands for Harley Owners Group.
oh really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And so they went to like Sturgis and stuff, and we had dirt bikes and everything. So I have definitely driven motorcycles many times in my life.
Dang.
It's a lot less scary than it sounds. The driving part, but
Okay.
the traffic accident prone part.
Yeah. Well,
very,
it's the
very
same thing with
scary.
driving a regular car. It's like, I'm not afraid of my own driving. I'm afraid of everybody else being an idiot.
Yeah, but the main difference is you're not covered in a steel cage with
Yeah.
balloons in it.
Yeah. You are the airbag.
You're the meat bag.
Yeah. Ew.
What? That's a
No, it's
normal
true.
philosophy term.
Wow, getting pretty close to 100.
Well, nothing new for Chloe.
Yeah, I guess so.
Man.
Did your other commentator get bored?
You know,
Who was
I
it?
think so. Me and Aaron Goldberg did this the whole way through, and we've been on here about an hour. And
Oh.
this is where like new games, when tournaments are made for them, we have to work out the kinks in, like, I don't know, not having best of 7 resets, for example, right?
Yeah.
So this is a case where, like, let's put a cap on the score. If you're winning, you just stop. But
Do
the
they do
problem
that in
is,
pinball?
they.
Because I feel like this is a pinball equivalent. I feel like I've
It
seen
is.
people
I
play
actually
pinball
brought up
like
pinball
forever.
a lot while we were
Yeah,
commentating
yeah.
for that reason. And the thing about pinball is that it's so, like, old and grandfathered in that it's not about a cap as much as, like, oh, I won, I can stop.
Oh,
You know,
it's like
whereas-
a gentleman's agreement.
Yeah, but, like,
But this is a new
also
game.
the tournament director could just come up and be like, stop,
Yeah.
you're done, because you won.
Who's
you
the
know?
director?
So, but the format is different here because the format of the finals here is each player starts at the same time, and then when one of them crashes out, they wait until the other one crashes out, and then they take that high score, and then they start another round, and at the end of the 3 rounds that work like that, whoever had the highest score out of all 3 rounds wins. So, like, they're playing
I
for
see.
a high score right now,
Yeah.
which is why I'm like, it's kind of, having a cap on it also kind of is counterintuitive to even having a high score in the first place, right?
Yeah.
You might as well just go by rounds and be like, oh, I beat you this round,
Yeah.
done. I beat you this round, best of 3, because then this could have been over about already. You don't get sugar when you're sitting with Nikki.
There it is, 100. Let's go.
They passed 69 420, and I was very disappointed that they didn't throw right then.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like when you're at the gas station and you stop, you always miss it.
Yeah.
Come on. We're millennials. We're going to laugh at every 69 420 joke you got. We're very easy to please.
I thought that's what Woody was doing yesterday when she got up to do the tap-tap takedown.
Oh, someone did do that, did 69.
Yeah, it was Kevin.
That happened last Bumble Bash, too.
Of
Someone
course.
did a 1 and someone did a 69.
Yeah. Someone did 1?
Yeah.
Oh, who was it?
Truett. I think he did it last
Oh.
time, too.
Well, we're just
So,
cruising.
speaking of taps, do you know about one of the techs that got discovered in this game about tapping the button?
No.
So when you're on the sand, you, like, get slowed down, right?
Yeah.
So you want to hit the accelerate button so that you're moving up to, like, counter effect that. But someone found out that there's a little mini boost that goes faster than the actual, like, maximum acceleration right when you press the button.
Oh.
So if you press it a bunch of times, you get, like, you go faster than the actual. So,
Dang.
like, when people are in sand, they just, like, rip
Yeah.
the button a lot.
Gotcha.
It's a bug turned into a feature. Classic. Classic Bumble Bear.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. A Bumble Bear class.
The stick is real.
Yeah. How high do you think they'll go?
I have no idea. This seems like a tournament director decision, and honestly,
Who's the director?
I would assume it's Nikita.
Oh.
And I'm not going to sit here until they kick me out of here. So,
When are we getting kicked out of here?
I have no idea, but it's like midnight right now. So
I think it's past midnight
yeah,
right now.
it is. So I'm like,
You got to get your beauty rest for the tournament tomorrow.
beauty rest.
Yeah, you trying to win?
Yeah.
How'd you feel about today?
I think this is the best we've ever played
Really?
on our second round. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah. Our first
I saw
round,
that first game.
Yeah, that was the only map we lost all of everything. Yeah, from the Kyle Schiffhoff team. Yeah, and then after that we played the best I've ever seen us play. So
Dang.
yeah. And that usually is like not particularly indicative of the next day, but we'll see. We're pretty good at locking in our focus.
Bunch of frauds.
You sure? I mean, hey man, fake it till you
Well,
make it.
that's what we call people who don't practice and are good.
Oh really?
Yeah, frauds.
But we do practice.
I've never seen you practice,
We go play every Wednesday.
but you don't play together.
I don't think that's like a required
Oh, okay.
thing for like everyone. I don't know. I think it's very helpful, and I would do it if we could, but it's not required to keep us on our toes and keep our edges. You know? At least it doesn't seem like it.
I guess so.
Yeah, we play better in
What was your
higher
hardest
stakes.
set today?
Hardest set was, who was that? It was a very particular, who was it? Someone had us on our back foot real, kind of scared us. My brain is too fried to remember who that is.
No.
The two teams I was thinking of, it wasn't them. Oh my God. Played a lot of different teams today.
But you didn't play Dallas and you didn't play New York.
Yeah, we did not. We didn't
Whoa,
play you.
there it is. New high score. Let's go,
my.
baby. Dang.
Oh, Reagan's itching to get another show.
Where is
that
this
it?
person from?
Reagan on the right is from New York, and Chloe, I don't know. Reagan plays at Wonderville in New York.
Okay.
And then Chloe on the left, I think they're going to call it. They're deciding. It looks like they're having a little powwow. Is that I don't like that.
No.
Yeah, okay, good. No, I doubt it. Yeah, I'm done.
Hey, Aaron. Thank you. What's this that says don't use?
Oh, those are probably.
That's the best way to get me to press a button.
Yeah.
Don't press.
I know they don't work. I'll tell you that from earlier when I was.
I want to play some
commentating.
trash games.
That's what I'm saying.
Let's get some relief over here.
Yeah. I also have to go to the bathroom.
Oh. You can't leave your post.
I can. I can go as AWOL as I want.
Did you bring any Malort? I heard you drove.
You know, I forgot to stop by
the-
a store. I know. It's a lot
I
of
was thinking-
ill-preparedness for this tournament.
So Chaco was talking about making some Malort Jello shots, but I was thinking some Malort and like apple cider Jello shots would be really good. What do you think about those flavors together? I used to do apple cider with absinthe, and it was really good.
So the thing that you want to counteract or balance with Malort is its bitterness.
Yeah.
And bitterness is balanced by salt or sweetness.
Okay.
And not so much like acidity. And I think apple cider only does like one part of that. And I
Okay.
think you need to.
What do you think would be better?
Well, the thing about Malort is it tastes like if you're chewing on a grapefruit rind that's been aged in a boot in your like grandma's attic with like some mothballs in it,
Yeah.
and like someone vomited in it last week. You know,
Yeah.
like more or less. That's kind of the.
I
flavor
describe it
profile.
as licking a tree.
I would highly prefer to lick a tree than to have a shot of Malort.
Really?
Absolutely. Not
I thought
even
you were a
close.
Malort fan.
I do like Malort.
Oh.
Yeah, I like licking trees.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's what I'm saying.
But so like I found the best way to like balance Malort out is with completing the grapefruit, like giving it some flesh,
Okay.
like a Stiegel Radler or grapefruit juice, like a. Oh, we're gonna go again.
I'm gonna have to find some relief. So
When is this place kicking us out?
let's get Coppola. Right? He'll do it.
No, I don't want to.
What about John Mark?
I
bet Bobby will do it.
Bobby would probably do it. Yeah. I think I'm just gonna tell Nikita to get his ass up here.
Yeah. What the hell?
Yeah.
Okay, we're out. Let's go, baby. We're on.
Yeah. Why don't you, will you tell him, get his attention and tell him to come. Yeah. Hey.
Hello. All right, I'm not usually in this position of casting, but I'm going to do my best. We just saw an incredible run by Chloe. It was breathtaking. And they're going at it again. It's Chloe versus Reagan. They're going to do this one more time before we have to get the hell out of this hotel. And I'm waiting for Keith, who was competing earlier, to help commentate on this game. All right, they're off to a pretty healthy start. Now, mind you, most people tap out at 2,000 or so. Hey, there he is.
Hi, hello.
Hey, Keith, how's it going, man?
Great. I'm here to commentate grand finals of the Black Emperor World Championship, and I came in at a great time. The off-road zigzag from both players. You got to do it. You can't stay on track there. It's way too precise of a movement. If you have the screen real estate, you need to just stay off-road and tap fast.
Which is really hard. I mean, it is incredibly hard. But I think what's clear to me is that we need some new elements in the game.
I agree with you, man. I have felt for a while that like Black Emperor, it's up down dodge rails, and I think there's all kinds of different elements. There's oil spills, there's traffic cones, there's a stray light pole or something that there's so much potential there.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
100%.
so I am very excited for the future of Black Emperor.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how there's okay.
I know.
I'm not good at identifying
I can't even believe
when that comes up.
Yeah, I can't even believe what I'm seeing.
Yeah, like these players both, and my piddly score of whatever it was earlier, not even 10,000. Honestly, my personal, what do you call it? Like my like
what's
limit
your personal
that I
best?
Like. Personal best, I think, is maybe 20K. Honestly.
Yeah, that's better than me. I think my personal best is around 12.
Okay, I think like if I get to 10K and within a few plays, I'm happy because like really like for me personally, like the only time I get to play Black Emperor is when I'm playing Killer Queen and there's like a lull in games, so I get to run over and play Black Emperor a few times before I need to go back and my duty calls. I need to come play Killer Queen again. But I really enjoy like getting those few games in, like 5, 10 Black Emperor games in, just to like try to get my name on that scoreboard every week.
And that's the beauty of it, really, right?
So
like
good.
that you can kind of just come in, like try to do your best, and like it'll fill as much time as you have, basically.
Yeah, I mean, it does really do a good job of kind of like filling the gap. Sometimes I'm being yelled off. Hey, come play Killer Queen. I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to throw away this run, though. I'm doing good. But you know what I've noticed is...
I had a feeling that this was going to happen because I've been talking to Chloe a lot over social media.
Oh, yeah?
Over Instagram.
Okay.
And, like, she has been super duper excited. I mean, most people come to Bumble Bash for Killer Queen. This girl came for Black Emperor.
Yeah, right. Which is very exciting for Bumble Bear Games. Like,
oh, absolutely.
Let's go.
Absolutely,
like,
especially
welcome the new IP. It's here.
Yeah.
It's here. It's
I'm
happening.
Super happy. Super happy.
So one thing to note, which I don't know if this has been mentioned on commentary yet, is both players are playing with headsets on.
Yes.
They are in the zone. They are like, I don't know what they're listening to. I assume probably not some like 3-hour podcast.
No.
It's probably like the jam that it gets you into a game like this, maximally zoned in.
Okay, now I got to ask you, what would that jam be for you?
Oh my gosh, it would change every week. I mean, I like jammy stuff. I do like a lot of instrumental music, which I feel would probably work very well for Black Emperor. One thing there's another one of those, like, they predicted when to go down. Oh my god.
And they're riding it so close to the right edge.
I like to stay very close to the right edge.
Do you?
You don't actually. Do you know what the like death point on the character on the like motorcycle is?
Mm-hmm.
It's the back tire. It's like the middle of the back tire. So you can have like the whole like front of the character. Oh my gosh. So this is Chloe on the left and Reagan on the right, correct?
Correct.
Yeah. So Chloe came very close on the left side of the screen there. But no, for me, it's probably some very jammy instrumental music that like I can zone out to. And this is a sudden death, right? Like this is first player to die takes home this championship. And gets to sign this. Absolutely.
Well, no, that's not true because Chloe got 130 on the last one. So basically, even if they both crash out at whatever, she wins.
Oh, so
it was
Reagan is going to have to beat the 130?
Best of 3, but because of timing, we asked them, well, do you want to finish tomorrow, or do you want to just play one more game?
Oh, okay.
And they opted for one more game.
Okay.
Because, it wouldn't be, like, on stream
okay,
and whatever.
Right,
Yeah.
Wow. Well, center stage is well open for this event here for both these two.
I am so. This is like one of the most exciting moments of Bumble Bash 5 for me. Like for me personally.
Well, you have KQ finals hasn't happened yet, so let's wait on that.
That's true. I'm sure there's going to be some crazy stuff to see there,
but yeah, no. I mean, I'm very interested in the fact that like both of these two have headsets on, and like I think that really like helps like tune out the rest of the world, because obviously like when you're playing Black Emperor, you're probably at a bar, there's a lot of bar noise, there's music, there's chatter, stuff going on, which is very distractible. Like me, I find myself a person who is a quite distractible person. Ooh, that was kind of close to that rail there for Chloe. Yeah. But I find myself quite distractible, so I actually might need to start just bringing a headset, like sticking one in my car and just keeping it around my neck when I'm at the bar, so that I actually can focus on playing some Black Emperor when I get the chance to.
I mean, if you really think about it, like,
oh my God, okay.
All right.
I look down.
If you really think about it, like Black Emperor is kind of like the anti-Killer Queen in a lot of ways, right?
Yeah.
Where like
ultimately single player.
In KQ, you're like whatever, and like in this, you just want to be like zoned in and like the world has to disappear around you.
Yeah. So now are we watching Reagan gonna like attempt to beat the 130?
Yeah, Reagan's got to beat 121,000.
121. Okay.
Yeah, that's the number to beat.
Well, it's going to take a while, so sit tight.
Sit tight, folks.
Yeah, right.
We'll try to keep you entertained along the way.
Yeah.
But
so is it exactly 100 points per second? Is that?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always felt like that, but I wasn't sure of that. And I remember. So I am like subscribed to the Bumblebear Discord, the Black Emperor channel.
Okay.
So the high scores. So when the high scores come in, I get notified for it. And I remember seeing Chloe get the, I think it was like, I forget who did it first, but one of them posted like, it was like 91, and that was the highest I ever saw. And I was like, oh my God.
I think Reagan actually holds the highest score of all time.
Okay. What is the highest score of all time?
I'd be lying if I told you.
Okay, all right. I don't want you to misquote it.
Yeah, I don't want to misquote it.
But I will say, I think the highest I've ever seen was that 120, what was the score that was just on screen?
It was like
that was 121 that I saw.
Yeah,
yes, that was 120. I was like, is that the highest score ever scored right in front of us now?
It's not.
That was not. Which I think in practice for this, I believe it was Chloe scored 130 and change. Maybe that's where I'm getting the 130.
Yeah, that's right. That was recent. 130 and change.
Which is insane. That's crazy. Because, I mean, you know, you talk about like 100 points per second. I did the math on the 100,000 when I first saw it posted. That's like a 16-minute game. So, like, just being so tuned in, completely distraction-free, and just in the element for 16 minutes. That is like flow state. That is like the purest flow state right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so fun. I'm actually really enjoying commentating this game.
I know. I mean, I was just watching that before. Like the hair on the back of my neck was standing up. It was crazy.
Yeah. So generally speaking, I do actually like to sit basically as far to the right as I can. That way, because like sometimes these dirt patches will really catch me off guard. I was going to say you, but I'm going to speak for myself here and just say that sometimes I get really caught off guard by sand patches, and I get like very quickly thrown left. And if I'm in the middle of the screen, that'll be a death. So I have to sit as far to the right as I can. Now, of course, you run the risk of like a rail.
Yeah, I'm always afraid of that rail, so I'm always like about 3/4 of the way in.
Kind of where Reagan is now, then.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of my sweet spot.
Yeah. I do like to sit.
But I mean, I'm not on the same level as these guys. I mean, these are insane.
Yeah, this is really crazy. And that was like several tricky spots, like back to back there that Reagan just nailed. So that was really exciting. Okay. I'm wondering, like, does she have some, like, future vision of the game? Like, is there, like, an extra wide panel that she's viewing and we only see the left side of it or something? How is she, like, my reaction time? I play Killer Queen all the time. I like to think I'm not bad at it. I mean, some people here would probably disagree.
I think it's a totally different mindset, honestly.
Well, it's still, like, there's still reaction time, though, right? So, like, I'm just watching this reaction time of Reagan, and it's like, very quick. It's very quick.
Oh,
so.
yeah.
Oh, and then one other thing I wanted to comment on is like how far these players go with no track knowledge.
Yeah.
Because like the track resets every week, so you know, like as you kind of like me personally, as I play, it's like okay, I remember there's like a weird thing at like 6,300 or 9,000, and then at like 15, you know, you got to do the zigzag or whatever. I try to remember those things as I play, but clearly, like, that's not even a necessary component of this at all. When you get to be like this familiar with,
it means that you know every track element.
Yeah.
It means that
track
you know
element is the words I've been looking for. I've been calling them set pieces for a long time from other games, like terminology from other games that I've picked up. But track elements is a good way to say
and I think really, like as a company, I think it's clear to me that what we need to focus on now is like just adding
additional track elements.
Many more track elements.
I completely agree. I mean, like I was throwing at you. I hope you don't mind me throwing random suggestions your way, but I do like, I'd love to see more variety with the game.
Oh, sure.
More things that can throw a player off. So that like a score like 100,000 is like really unattainable. Like it feels unattainable to me as someone who's like maybe got a fifth of that.
And I wonder how the game is going to really change in that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like clearly the scores will start getting lower. I mean, like if you think about it, the last quote-unquote world championship, which was in 2019, because
did y'all have a Black Emperor championship at BB4?
We did.
Oh wow, I
did.
didn't actually know that. Okay.
Yeah. And Matt Wu actually, who
was one of the finalists just a moment ago.
Yes.
And also finalists in Zombies, and also an insane Killer
He's
Queen
an
player.
incredible player.
Yeah.
He's an incredible player.
He can play some games. Okay.
Yeah. He's good at the the things, the games. Yeah. I think that during that World Championship, like the high score was like, I don't know, maybe close to 20,000, and we all were like, whoa,
right,
whatever.
Right.
And now it's like, I mean, Reagan.
I mean, this is more than a 10-minute game now. Yeah.
She could possibly win this.
Yeah, for sure.
Like she's halfway there.
Right.
More than halfway there.
Yeah. I mean,
the interesting thing about this seed is I think that it's repeating a lot. And I think that's kind of lending itself to basically being able to kind of hit these really high scores.
I see. So did you do a reset of the seed?
I know.
before-
I proposed it, but it was denied.
Okay, so this is the same seed they've played once before
Yes,
each. Okay,
yes,
okay.
yes.
That honestly makes sense because like if you're trying to set the same score, like if you're trying to like compare like to like here, I think that's really necessary.
Yeah, I guess, but
I understand where you're coming from, though.
yeah,
I understand where you're coming from.
yeah. It would have been interesting to throw a different. Yeah. On the other hand, look, Reagan now has a second chance to kind of.
Oh my gosh! Wow! There it goes.
Oh
There
my
it goes.
God!
It's
Oh
73,000.
my Lord!
Chloe, or I'm sorry, Reagan, like kind of just backed off stage, like threw herself back off stage.
I mean, look, these.
That's actually what's really funny. I actually wanted to comment about this. Is the funny thing about Black Emperor, unlike a game like Killer Queen, where it's like, you know, you'll be fighting for your life, like left, right, and then like suddenly you get a kill. And
Can you do it? What? Yeah.
What's really funny about Black Emperor is that every time a game ends, you're like, it always ends in disaster, right?
Exactly.
Killer Queen, half the time, or maybe about half the time that you play, it ends in success, it ends in victory. But half the time, like every time Black Emperor ends, you're like, oh my God, no, I can't believe I made that
But you
mistake.
know, but here's the thing: when you hit that score that you've never hit before,
that is different. That is different. You are right.
It does feel really good.
Yes. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
That was amazing. Okay.
Well, come on, camera. Come on, camera.
Do you want to? Oh yeah, you should sit in my spot. You should talk to Nikita. Okay. And by the way, are you from Chattanooga? By the way. No, I'm from Seattle. Oh, Seattle. Okay. So
I thought you were from Chattanooga, but like, we were talking a little bit on Instagram.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Well,
Okay.
first let me say congratulations.
Thank you.
That was insane.
That was insane.
That was insane. Oh, like 121,000. I mean, like, going into this, were you expecting to hit something that high?
No, that's my personal best, so my
Okay.
best ever. This morning I got, I think, 113,000 on my first run on the new track, and so that's the second time I've ever broken 100,000. I was like, there's something's in the air. I don't know. So I was thinking I might get around like 50 to 70, but I was not expecting 120.
You know, Reagan plays at my local arcade, Wonderville,
Yeah.
and so I get to watch her play a lot.
Yeah.
And, you know, but I had a feeling. Because I was talking to you, and I was like, I don't know. I think this girl with the cat logo for her icon,
Yeah.
I think she might win.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, I've been playing for like, I think just under a year, and we got the game, it was new, and someone came in and like—
Where do you play?
Ataball
Okay,
in
okay.
Fremont, Seattle, yeah. Someone came, I had like 5,000 or 6,000 my best run, someone came in and they were just wiping the board with like 20,000 to 40,000, and I was like, you can't come in, not order anything, not talk to anybody, take all my high scores off the board and leave, so I
So you know, this means that you have to come back tomorrow night to sign your name on
Yes.
the obelisk.
Yes, I'm super excited for that too. I mean, I'm happy to be here. I didn't know what to expect, but
I can't tell you how excited I am.
Yeah,
Like this
me too.
this has elevated the game. Like, it's just incredible.
yeah, maybe next year it'll be 200,000.
I think we're gonna have to
More time.
I think we're gonna have to like tighten the screws on you guys a little bit and
Yeah.
like add some new elements.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to? Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's the runner-up. Reagan, congratulations. All right, I'm gonna get off, and you guys can talk it out.
Okay.
Really?
Man, I'm still sweating. Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That
to
was
you
a
as well.
great run,
That was crazy.
and it's fun to watch you play.
Yeah, I mean, you too. You put up the highest score I've ever seen. I feel like, I don't know if you run into this at your like home arcade, but it's hard to get people to play with you or like compete with you, because once you get to a certain point, they're like completely discouraged. They don't understand how you can do it, and like they walk away kind of.
There's a few people at Wonderville who really do put up some really good scores. I do kind of feel like I may be a little further out ahead of them. And so I think it was exciting to come here and actually see someone who could match me in terms of what the scores could be.
No, exactly. I've never
And-
felt so close. You know.
So I think you really helped push me forward and make me do a little better too.
Yeah,
and
I mean, you as well.
I look forward to playing against you.
Hell yeah. I don't know how long we're supposed to hang out here.
I don't know what else they want from
I
us.
got
so-
nothing else to say.
All right. Well,
actually, let's pretend it's the Oscars or something. Thank you to my boss Travis for sponsoring me and getting me out here. To all my friends who supported me in the chat today and encouraged me to come out here. So
I'm glad you did, and I hope you had a good time, and I hope you got to experience some Killer Queen too.
you too. Yeah, it was good to meet you and everybody. Killer Queen's pretty great. My next mission.
All right.
All right.
So.
Bye.
Yep.